Hello, welcome to Crafting Kindness. Today I'm so excited to use my new Mold and Shapes Rough and Tough Geode Tray Mold. My crafting friend Petra G has been making some amazing things out of this mold and then shaping them into bowls. So I am using her as inspiration for this, and we're going to be doing a variation on a layer marsh / crushed ice technique. And I will link Petra's inspiration video that I used down below so you can take a peek at hers too. So today it's this really simple pour. I'm using Octopus Resin Inks. And then I am using for my resin the ArtPro Resin, and that again is from ResinPro. It's one of my favorite resins. It's a 3:2 resin. It's a medium viscosity resin, so gives some good movement to resin and to colors, but also cures pretty quickly, usually within about 8 to 10 hours. I imagine with this larger piece it's going to take a little bit longer, which is fine, but I'll just have to be a little bit more patient than normal. So you can see here I'm going to be mixing up, I mixed up my first color, and then as I'm getting ready to do my next one, I'm going to end up having two colors, a white and then a mica color. So I'm going to continue to mix up the colors, and then again, like I mentioned before, it's just a really simple pour. It's just puddling the two colors and then pouring in the mica and then a little bit of clear push added in there, and yeah, that's pretty it. That's pretty easy. So you'll see here that I'm trying to get kind of a deeper, darker color for one of my colors because it adds depth. So anytime you guys are making, you know, a design, I always try to, even if they're two lighter colors, I try to give at least one of the colors a little bit more darkness to it, and whether or not that's adding a little bit of one drop of maybe a darker you know, color hue of the same color, or if it's adding, you know, a toothpick little bitty drop of black, then I do that. Because it just adds dimension to your final piece. So next I'm using a gnocchi for my white, and this is a very unconventional way to do this. I'm usually so picky about counting drops, but my friend Petra that I mentioned before, when she does some of these designs, she's just much more of a free spirit than I am, and she you know, tells me about some of her designs, and she describes them as giving squirts of this gnocchi from Octopus Resin Inks for her white, instead of just counting how many drops. So I'm trying to kind of perfect that. So I just gave it a good squeeze, and that's how much white it is. So it's not an exact science. And then I'm also adding here a little bit of new magic diamond dust. I want to say it's not mica, but it's almost a super fine glitter shimmer kind of dust from Laura's Art Corner that I'll link down below. And she has a few different color variations in the store now. I have the Magic Diamond Multi, which has shimmers of blue and green and purple in there. So I think it's going to look really pretty with this design technique that I'm using, because I really went for more of an ocean pool kind of theme with my colors. And then here I have the Ruri mica. It's a Colorshift mica from EyeCandy, and I picked this as a bright blue to be in the center of my design. So I'm going to stir that up, and as always with mica, you're going to want to stir really, really good. So this is on a time lapse, so it looks really fast, and I am stirring rather vigorously, but I really just don't want any particles to show up on the other side. So you want to constantly stir and check it multiple times as you do that, because you don't want clumps showing up. So just a reminder that I do have a discount with EyeCandy that you can use. You just use code craftingkindness, all one word, and I will link that down below in the description as well. So we're going to start with the pour, and we're simply going to dump the white in the middle, and I kind of move it around just to make sure that it kind of flows to all the right edges and evenly. And then I'm taking my lightest color next, and then I'll get my darker blue, and then I'll do my mica. I don't think that it necessarily matters if you do your light color versus your dark color first. This is just the order of colors that I wanted. I wanted to have a darker center, so that's the order I chose. So after this mica, I just have a little bit of clear left that I just put a little bit in the center, and the purpose of doing that is to kind of push that mica out, and it helps spread it around instead of just being one finite circle area in the center. So then I mixed up some gorgeous glitter from Laura's Art Corner. One of them's, I think, a newer one, the Midnight Sky Holographic. And then there's the Diamond Sky Chameleon Glitter as well. And I'll also link those down below because they are a gorgeous combination together. By themselves, they're fabulous too. But I wanted to get in a little bit of a fine glitter, which is that Midnight Sky Holographic. And then the Diamond Sky is a chunkier one. So I got a nice good mixture going here. So I'll link those products down below because they really are gorgeous glitters together and separately. So that is the simple pour. So now we'll just sit back and watch, you know, as this design unfolds, and watch the magic of resin. I'll see you back for demolding. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. It's really interesting. I love seeing the pattern on the back side here because you can tell that that white has really created a lot of awesome cells. The mica doesn't look like it's spread on the back side, so I'm hoping that it turns out okay. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I love these colors. It turned out just like what I wanted. Yay. And the mica, you guys, that really spread out a lot more than what it looked like from the back side. There's this really cool ombre effect with the color choices from the lighter teals to the darker teals, and then the depth of the bright blue. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm so excited. And do you see that shimmer? That's from not only the EyeCandy mica pigment, but that's the magic dust magic diamond dust from Laura's Art Corner too. That is amazing. And the mold from Molds and Shapes, it just makes such a fantastic pattern with the lacing coming in from those rough and tough edges. Thank you so much for joining me today on Crafting Kindness. I'd love to hear your thoughts, ideas, and any feedback you have, so leave them down in the comments. See you next time. Be well.